instead of just relying on willpower, these successful people actually focused on their surroundings. Where you use your feet to stand and walk, and where you use your butt to sit is critically important to you making changes and growing. Welcome to the Spinoso Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alex Spinoso. My experience and expertise is in scaling all types of medical businesses to 7, 8, and 9 figures. And I'm sharing my journey to having multiple 8-figure companies and someday, hopefully, enjoying a 9-figure exit. This isn't a podcast telling you you should do this. I'm just telling you how I did this, and I hope that helps you. I want to help you build your business, take ownership of your life, and become a better leader at home and at work. And guys, I'd love to connect with you, especially if you're a medical entrepreneur. I have free courses available to help you scale your medical business. Check those out at dralexspinoso.com/courses. That is dralexspinoso.com/courses. I also invite you to connect with me on Instagram at Dr. Alex Spinoso, LinkedIn at the same, and every other platform, YouTube, etc. I am always Dr. Alex Spinoso. Thanks for listening. Got a quick one for you guys today. Here's a little secret I've learned that has helped me succeed in business and in life. My feet and my butt are more important than my will. Say what? Okay, so here's what I mean. People in the personal development and entrepreneur space are always attending seminars and trying to get better. And that's noble. I'm not knocking that at all. I'm not knocking anybody trying to get better. But research reveals that most people who attended a seminar return to their own habits within a few weeks. And surprisingly, there's really only 4% that succeed in making lasting changes after they attend some sort of group seminar or event. And what's interesting isn't why or anything like that, but it's how they do it. Now, the other 96% of people who went to these events, they would go home and they would just rely on willpower to change themselves. However, the 4% that did change, instead of just relying on willpower, these successful people actually focused on their surroundings. They understood themselves very, very well, and they knew what they were good at, and they weren't afraid to ask for help with things they weren't good at. At the same time, they would make sure that they were creating environments that support their goals and helping them to stay on track. So in other words, where you use your feet to stand and walk and where you use your butt to sit is critically important to you making changes and growing in life. Where we place ourselves and how we position ourselves relative to other people is what really matters. Our environment influences us a ton. It can either help us succeed or it can hold us back. So it's smart to shape our surroundings to actually match our goals. For me, this means doing most of my work from my home office that I'm sitting in right now. I won't be distracted by a daily commute. And more importantly, I don't even give myself the temptation of, quote, not feeling like going into work today. I have to walk into my office 2 feet. It forces me to get to work right out of bed, right after breakfast. It also means that I'm strategic with my free time. If I'm not hanging with my wife and my family, which is 85 to 90% of my social life, I am going to enjoy myself in places that put me in close proximity to high-performing people, just like the Cowboys Club in Dallas. You see what I mean? My environment, my daily routine, and my peer group is a scaffold on which I have built my success and continue to build my success. There are levels to it. I don't expect my will to bear the burden alone or at all. There's a reason why multi-billionaires wear the same outfits every day, because there's only a certain amount of time and a certain amount of decisions you can make in a day. And to reduce any type of decision fatigue, they wear the same thing. It's why I started to wear my logos. I only have to worry about wearing one thing, and I know what I'm going to wear, period. When you feel stuck, it's often not just about your willpower. It's about your environment, your ecosystem, what is around you. So choose your surroundings and who gets to enter them wisely. They can make a huge difference in reaching your goals. Last year, I went on vacation for 14 days. And before that, I hadn't been able to get myself to the gym for weeks. And the issue was that I didn't have time. I kept telling myself I have no time. There was so many projects that had to get done before I went on vacation. So I went on vacation, and much to my amazement, I was able to get up early. I was able to go to the gym every morning. I was able to then shower, eat breakfast, get work done, and I was able to have all my meetings I normally would, and not a single person in my business knew I was out of the country. In fact, I got more work done while I was down there than I usually do while at home. While working out once, sometimes twice a day. And when I went back to audit my time and figure out what was the big difference, I started to realize that my surroundings is what allowed me to change. You see, I could get up out of bed, I could put my gym outfit on, and I could walk to the gym, which was a 90-second walk. I would work out, and after I worked out, I would walk to breakfast, which was again a 90-second walk. I would eat breakfast, which was catered to me, cooked really fast, 5-star resort. I would go up, I would shower, and then I would get right to work. The faster you can get to work out of bed, the more work you'll actually get done, the more successful you'll be. So I realized that it wasn't that I was more relaxed or that I was on vacation. It was the fact that my surroundings built an ecosystem for me to succeed. As soon as I got home, I decided, what can I do better with my surroundings at home? And that's why I decided to build my home gym. It made more sense at that time for me to build my home gym and work out at home right when I could get out of bed or right after working for a few hours, because I could take 2 steps to go work out, then 2 steps to eat my post workout, then 2 steps to take a shower. And guess what? 2 steps to get back into my office, back to work, helping my businesses grow. So when you feel stuck, it's often not just about your willpower, it's about your environment, your ecosystem. So choose your surroundings and who gets to enter them wisely, because they can make a big difference in reaching your goals. Thanks for listening.